Hello guys, welcome to Deeper Depth. Yes, it's true. Today in this video, we are going to learn journal entries in 10 minutes. And I'm also not using any sort of golden rules. But on a note, as a commerce student, you should able to know what these golden rules are and what types of accounts we have, like what is real account, what is nominal account, what is personal account. If you want a detailed discussion on this topic, let me know. I can prepare a separate video on it. But as of today, we are nowhere using these golden rules in this video. So without wasting time, let's get into the topic. So first I want you to remember 3 points. Point number 1, owner is different, business is different. So whenever you write books of accounts, always think from business perspective, even though you are the owner. Point number 2, in any transaction, if owner is involved, then you should get two words. One is capital and the other one is drawings. Whenever something coming into business because of owner, then we need to use word called capital. Whenever something going out from the business because of owner, then we need to use word called drawings. So this is point number 2. Point number 3, in any transaction, if goods are involved, then you should get two words. One is purchase and the other one is sales. Whenever goods are coming into the business, then we need to use word called purchase. Whenever goods are going out from the business, then we need to use word called sales. So in this situation, you should able to know what is good and what is asset. So don't worry about it. Let's go with an example. So now I request you to pause this video, take a screenshot of it, or else write down all the displayed questions on a paper so that we can start solving the example. So this is the journal pro forma, starts with date column followed by particulars, ledger folio, debit and credit column. And this is the basic format of a journal entry. So whatever coming into the business, we need to write it on debit side, and whatever going out from the business, then we need to write it on credit side. And next is narration. Narration is nothing but explaining the old transaction in simple terms. So we'll see with an example. So now let's see the statement of the example. Harsha started a furniture business. By this statement, we came to know that Harsha is the owner and there is a furniture business. And see the transaction 1. Harsha started the business with cash 1.5 lakhs. So what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business. So I'll write cash account on debit side, which is coming into the business. 2. What is going out from the business? Let's say we don't know. So you can think the other way around, like why this cash is coming into the business? Because of owner. As my point number 2, when something coming into the business because of owner, then we need to use word called capital. So in this case, capital is cash is coming into the business because of owner. So that's the reason I'm using word called capital here. So 1.5 lakhs, 1.5 lakhs. And narration should always starts with word called being. And suppose if you are unable to simplify the transaction, you can write as it is the question here. In this case, you can say being business start with a cash. So now let's see the transaction 2. Purchased furniture from Fayaz for cash 50,000. So in this transaction, what is this furniture? Is it an asset or a good? So based on few assumptions, we consider this furniture as a good. So what are the assumptions? Assumption number 1. The owner, the business owner is into furniture business. So that's the reason we consider this furniture as a good. Assumption 2. Since there is nothing much mentioned in the transaction that why this furniture being purchased, whether it is purchased for office use or else it is being purchased to sell it for more profits. Since there is nothing mentioned in the transaction, we consider this furniture is being purchased to sell it for more profits. So that's the reason we consider this furniture as a good. So what is coming into the business? Goods are coming into the business, right? So that's the reason I'll write purchase account on the debit side. And what is going out from the business? Cash is going out from the business. So that's the reason I'll write cash to cash account 50,000. Transaction 3. Purchased goods from Vicky worth 1 lakh. So in this transaction, there is nothing much explicitly mentioned that these goods has been purchased through cash. Since there is no word cash mentioned in the transaction and the person is involved, we consider this purchase is based on credit basis. So what is coming into the business? Goods are coming into the business. So that's the reason I'll write purchase on the debit side. Purchase account 2. What is going out from the business? If you don't know why these goods are coming into the business, like from where the goods are coming into the business, to whom I owe, Vicky, right? So I'll write Vicky. Vicky is the person to whom I owe 1 lakh. Transaction 4. Furniture sold to Pawan for cash. Here in this transaction, it is explicitly mentioned that the goods has been sold on cash basis. So what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business, right? So I'll write cash account. Debit 2. What is going out from the business? Goods are going out from the business. So when goods are going out from the business, we have to use word called sales. So I'll write sales. Sales account 1 lakh. Transaction 5. Goods sold to Siraj worth 50,000. In this transaction, there is nothing explicitly mentioned that these goods have been sold on cash basis. Since there is no cash is involved and a person is involved, we assume this transaction is made on credit basis. This sale is made on credit basis. So what is coming into the business? Let's forget what is coming into the business. What is going out from the business? Goods are going out from the business. Since goods are going out from the business, we use word called sales. So I'll use to sales account 50,000. What is coming into the business? Like what, to whom the goods have been sent? Siraj. Siraj is owed to me. So Siraj will become a debtor. Siraj. Goods are sent to Siraj. Transaction 7. Paid salaries to staff 40,000. So what is coming into the business? Let's say we don't know what is coming into the business. Think the other way around. Even if you are unable to think what is coming into the business, think what is going out from the business. So here the cash is going out from the business. So I'll write to cash. So why this cash is going out? Because we are paying salaries. So that's the reason. Write the reason here. Salary account. Debtor 40,000. Transaction 8. Purchased van for office use worth 2 lakhs. So in this case, van is an asset. Why? Because we are not into motorcycle business. We are into furniture business. So that's the reason this van will be an asset for us. So what is coming into the business? Van is coming into the business. I mean asset, right? So I'll write asset name. Van account 2. What is going out from the business? Cash is going out from the business. So that's the reason I'll write cash account 2 lakhs. Transaction 9. Cash received from Siraj 45,000 in full and final settlement of his account. So in this transaction, what we have to do is we have to close the old Siraj account. So previously, Siraj was liable to give us 50,000. So he was a debtor for us. So now we have to close this old Siraj account. So to close this Siraj account, we have to nullify. So previously we have debited it. Now we need to credit it. So we need to write on credit side to Siraj. So since we have to close his full account, so we have to write here 50,000. Now what we have received? Cash we have received. So I'll write cash account. But how much we have received? Only the 45,000. So what is the remaining balance? Means we have discounted. We have provided the discount. So discount allowed account are 5,000. So by this way, we have nullified the Siraj old debit account. If you find this video helpful, please like it and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.